Hi everyone, welcome back to the Gaynor Minden channel. This is Miss Jeanne Share. She is our Vice President of International Everything.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
This is Maria. She is our Director of Marketing.
Hello. So, you just got your brand new pair of Pointe shoes and you are super excited to wear them. What happens after you take your shoes home and you start to dance with them? How should I care for my shoes?
This is a really interesting topic, and I'm so glad we are talking about this, Maria. One of the things that I get confronted with internationally is this particular question relating to various kinds of problems that happen afterwards when people just not taking care of their shoes or their feet properly.
The first one we have for you guys is do take your shoes out of your bag at the end of the day. And don't just open your dance bag and leave it to air out. You want to take your shoes out. So reach in, get those shoes, take them out of your dance bag. If, as I see many dancers doing, you keep your Pointe shoes in their Gaynor Minden bags, which are these lovely colorful bags. And a bag is great for a lot of things. It keeps your shoes together, it keeps your accessories together, it makes it easy to find them. Those bags are not great for airing out your shoes and letting them dry. So you want it to be in the least humid environment as possible.
Yep, absolutely.
If that's in your house.
Sure.
Or
that might be, if you're in the UK, that might be an airing cupboard. If you're anywhere else in the world, that might be a sunny spot, a deck, anywhere that there's fresh air and that you can get some moisture pulling out of your shoes at the end of the day.
Yeah, and it's good to note that I think Pointe shoes take about 24 hours to fully dry. So if you are dancing on Pointe every day, as I'm sure many of our viewers are, you want to ideally have at least 2 pairs of Pointe shoes that you can alternate so that each pair of shoes gets a full 24 hours to dry before using it again.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do use something to aid the moisture wicking process.
Absolutely. So I have, for example, a lovely Gaynor Minden clothing item in a plastic non-breathable bag, and I'm sure many of you have seen these before. They're also in shoe boxes or shoe bags for regular shoes. This little guy here, this is called silica gel, and it's otherwise known, the umbrella term is a desiccant.
Which I didn't know.
Yeah, it's a great word. It means something that helps pull moisture out of something, which is why they put them inside these plastic bags so moisture doesn't...
So it helps keep clothing fresh.
Yep. So this is a little bag of silica gel. You can gather a bunch of these together from your various clothing packages and shoe packages, and you can throw them inside your Pointe shoes at night and use them to pull out moisture.
I always throw those away, but it turns out they could be useful.
Indeed. Yeah.
So now that we've gotten home, we've taken our shoes out of our dance bag and we've taken our shoes out of the Gaynor Minden bag.
And we've put our little desiccant inside the shoes.
Even before you put the desiccant inside the shoes, you do want to make sure to take anything else out of your shoes. So if you wear toe pads, take your toe pads out, take your balled up tape, take your balled up tights.
So just make sure you're keeping things generally clean and fresh and dry before you use them again.
Yeah. And Jeanne mentioned hand washing. For your shoes, you can spot clean them, but please, y'all, do not put your Pointe shoes in the washing machine. I beg you.
Yes, these do not
I beg you.
belong
I would
in
get
the
down on the
washing
floor on
machine.
my knees if you could still see me on camera. But please don't put your shoes in the washing machine.
Definitely not. They do not come with washing instructions. These are not a t-shirt. They're not an article of clothing. They are not your tights. They are a shoe and they are delicate. As Maria said, you can spot clean with
100%.
You can use rubbing alcohol, you can use a little bit of soap. You just want to gently rub and remove the dirt, and then letting them air out, letting them properly dry before you reuse will hopefully eliminate some of that kind of general ick and smell that comes with wearing shoes frequently.
Yes. You also want to be washing your feet.
Yeah,
so
that's a big do.
It's a big do. So ideally, you would wash your feet right after class when you've taken your shoes off before you put them in whatever other shoes you are wearing to go home.
Make sure you thoroughly dry them before you stick them
dry.
Thoroughly. You don't want to have any excess moisture remaining on your feet.
Right. There are a number of foot sprays or foot refresher sprays.
Yeah. You can just go to the pharmacy and find
and they usually contain some kind of rubbing alcohol to help dry and kill bacteria. So that's always that's a better alternative to doing nothing. And then our last one is, don't wait until your shoes are falling apart at the seams to replace them, right? This is not only good for this is not only not good for your shoes, right? Because it just makes their state of being worse. It's really not good for your feet. Because if your shoes are falling apart, they're not supporting your foot properly, this is when you start sinking, you can have sprained ankles and strained tendons.
And it puts more pressure on your toes and your toenails. So make sure that your shoes are adequately supporting you, that they feel like they are a good fit, that they feel nice, because you're going to have the added bonus of being able to work better in that shoe.
Yeah, so that's our quick list of do's and don'ts. Taking care of your feet is of the utmost important to ballerinas, because your feet are your life.
They are your life. They are your career.
Yeah.
And you got to take care of them. And the most important thing is to remove as much moisture as possible from both your feet, your tights, anything that you put in, toe pads, tape, whatever, and the shoes themselves. And the only way that does that is either a desiccant like rice and just time.
Yeah. All these things are great, and they help to keep you healthier and to keep your career lasting longer, and they help your shoes to last longer, which is something that I think we all want.
Yes.
So we're gonna leave that there for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, you can leave them below, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, well, we won't be talking about such an icky subject. Thanks, y'all.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.